Well, greetings and welcome back to Switch to Linux. It is time for the news, and today we're talking about Megalomaniacs on parade. Oh boy, Megalomaniacs on parade. Where is everybody today? I mean, really, we just, usually I have like, I don't know, a page or two of comments before I even start. I think the problem is, is like YouTube's been really hiding my videos lately. I don't know why. I must have offended them somehow. I don't know. Tech Lore's got to go to class. Hey man, go to class. The stream will be up later, man. Have a watch later and have a good time in class. I remember my late night cloud. So let's see. I don't know what time zone you're in right now, but yeah, I remember my I had a later class. I think it was like a 6:30 to 8:30. Anatomy, it was my animal phys class, anatomy and physiology, and we were pretty sure that the guy who was teaching the class actually killed the real professor and had him stuffed in a freezer in the basement. This guy would only come in after dark. He always wore a one-piece janitor suit. He always had a big old bake of keys on him, and he couldn't go a single class period without going off for a long time on cow private parts. And it was quite an intriguing class. So animal phys, fun. So have a good time in class there, Mr. Tech Lore. All right, let's see. Noah, hello there, KO2610. Your number is up. How is it going there? It'd help if I turn on the comments, wouldn't it? There we are. Yu-Gi-Oh! Master, greetings, yo, what's up? I'm doing well. Friar Dismas, I guess that is. He's actually planning to take over the world, isn't he? Yeah, they are. I came up the steps today, and they were both over there. Last time they were at the bottom of the steps. This time they're at the top of the steps. That kitty committee, I was a little terrified. Never know. I'm getting a pizza raid. Hey, Pizza Lovin' Nerd. Everyone join me in saying pizza. Because Pizza Lovin' Nerd's on, and who else came from Pizza Stream? Who all has raided? We're going to go pizza. All right. Hello, Q1 Fiend. 3 people are rating. All right, good enough. Eric, hello there. PK, good evening. Mitchell Morrison, hello from Phoenix. And Mr. GFY, hello and meow to you as well. Kitsun, greetings. Washburn, hello there. Greetings. Is it Ikixon? Well, it's Friday. It is Friday. It is time for the, where is it? Friday news. I'm not used to this whole which direction is which. It's mirror imaged on my preview. I don't know. But anyway, let's see. Thomas Holt, hello there. Stephen Fletcher, greetings. Hello from Colorado. Switched 5 years ago. I like the Debian distros most from my Switch. Most of your stuff. Awesome, man. Thank you very much. You are styling as well. I'm also getting the iPhone XS video, so I'm going to get capitalization on the craze with the new iPhone X video. There you go. Hey, there you go. That's how you do it. Lord NX, greetings. Jeff back from fixing my sister's oven and washing machine. Grabbed a 6-pack and made it for the stream. All right. Well, enjoy your 6-pack. You might need it by the end of this news. You might be wishing you'd gotten something stronger. I don't know. This is the iPhone syndrome Linus talked about. I think I'm going to talk about smartphones tomorrow on my Saturday stream, somewhere between, probably like 12:30 is my guess, depending on what time I get up in the morning. Let's see, he liked cows a little too much. Yeah, a little bit. Haven't watched Linus's videos yet. Psst, thumbs up vid, folks. All right, CS Reindeer, greetings. On Linux Mint Mate, very cool. How you liking Linux Mint Mate? That's what I use for my backup computer. Been using Ubuntu 18.04.1 with Unity. Very nice. Pizza. Pizza. Does Little Caesars still have crazy bread? I don't know. I haven't been to a Little Caesars in a while. There's actually one not too far from me. I'll have to go check it out sometime. Well, let's see. Our news topics for the day. I need to minimize my OBS thing so I can put my news articles up here so I can track over here. So we have privacy. We have a new video topic I'm going to introduce tonight. I'm not going to tell you what it is now. It'll be right after privacy. Then we have our business, and I picked out 2 articles in security to keep an eye on. So we are going to go ahead and start in on the privacy videos. So let's go ahead and dive on in. All right, so this is GuardianApp.com. This is probably more of a advertisement than anything else. But this Guardian mobile app, mobile firewall, the first smart firewall for iOS. Basically, it allows you to take control of your privacy is what they're saying. Now, what this point of this article was is they looked at a variety of different apps and actually found a whole lot of apps that were collecting precise location data, even if you did not want to collect such data. Or maybe you just didn't turn off the data collection settings. I watched, by the way, TechLore's video again today on, I forget which one it is. It was like, I think it's his #1 video in this channel. So if you go to his channel, check that out. It's basically like how to secure yourself. You did 4 different zones of security and privacy. You know, that first level zone, guys, turn off location services unless you have a very specific purpose to use it, and only turn it on when you need it. But what they did is they looked at a variety of apps. And of course, they talked about going into your privacy advertising on iOS and turn off or limit ad tracking rather. Basically, if you turn on limit ad tracking to prevent all these marketers following you around. At what degree that has, I don't know. The reason I run a phone with Lineage is because my phone with Lineage allows me to push a custom hosts file to my computer, or to my smartphone rather. And so I know that my phone is not actually pushing any of those ad trackers, are not on it, because I've just blocked thousands of them, tens of thousands of them through my host file. So I feel very confident and secure and private on my phone because I've blocked a lot of this stuff. Regardless, they looked at just examples of apps. So they have 24 popular or well-known apps that collect data and send it to third-party data mining firms. So Ask. By the way, Ask is the #1 data analytic tracked item that I know of. Unless that has changed, they had way more app, and so don't even use it. I actually block it on my host file because I don't want ask.com anything. So anything related to ask.com, so in this case they're looking at the Ask app and things. This thing here, they have a user base of over 215 million users. It contains tracking codes from area metrics and hooks. Location tracking is present in as of the latest app version released August 30th. So the justification pop-up presented users when requesting access to location services while the app is open contains the following text. This information won't be shared with anyone. Yes, it will. It'll be shared with everyone. And then it uses the text Ask FM needs your location to improve some features. You can always change this later in your device's settings for access when the app is not open. Kind of scary. C25K, so it's a 5K trainer. A classified marketplace, code scanners, coupon Sherpa. By the way, coupon sites, people talk about video games or porn sites as being really bad for ad stuff and malware and viruses. I have cleaned more viruses off of computers from coupon code websites than anything. These are the most aggressively marketed. You don't think about it. It targets the ignorant people who just think they're, ooh, I'll attach this thing and get coupons. These are the #1 place for malicious sites and malicious anything, hands down. Avoid coupon sites. Get a subscription to the Sunday Post if you need coupons. I don't use coupons at all, by the way, and the reason I don't is because the things that I buy, like real food, there aren't coupons for. When's the last time you saw a coupon for a head of lettuce? Maybe there's some out there. They're pretty rare. All your coupons are for processed food. The purpose is to get you addicted to the processed food so you go and buy more. Coupons are actually a waste. Gas Buddy, woohoo, homes.com, mobile tag, Moco chat, meet people. My Aurora forecast, my radar for weather sites are like #2. Pay by phone parking. 12 million active users. I wonder if this is the system used by a lot of the, there are a whole lot of you know, mobile, pay by your mobile device parking stuff rolling out. They're starting to roll them out this year in my town as well. Oh, Lord, these things are like a nightmare. But yeah, it's just collecting stuff. I'm wondering if that's the same one. Perfect 365. Photo bucket. Woohoo! Quake feed, earthquake alerts. Road trippers. Scout look hunting. Snip snap coupon app. Clever name, but I'd avoid it. Oh, look, the coupons app. Oh, Lord. Weather Live. Umail. Yeah, Umail, tracking all your stuff. Okay, so location data firms, area miners, Cubics, Factual. I should make sure all of these guys are blocked in my system. I usually go through stuff and grab all these. I'm going to have to go through and double check all these. But just an FYI, this targets iOS. Android does much the same way. Guys, do not install excess apps in your devices. Turn off location services. Do not allow any permissions that it doesn't even make sense. Like a video game you downloaded needs your contact list. No, it doesn't. I promise. All right? We don't need that kind of crap. All right, next, Apple takes Trend Micro Mac apps that collected and stored user data. So basically what happened here is there was, this is Trend Micro, you know, one of the apps for antivirus type stuff. Well, apparently Apple's looking at saying, you guys had a whole lot of, like, you're tracking and collecting data and storing it. So they took it out. And of course, Trend Micro comes along and they came out and said, where was this at? They completed an initial investigation of some privacy concerns related to some of its Mac computer. The results of these guys here, Dr. Antivirus, Dr. blah, blah, blah. Hold on. Let me start at the beginning. Reports that Trend Micro is stealing user data and sending them to an unidentified server in China is absolutely false. It is absolutely false, people. It isn't false. So they completed an initial investigation. Let's see. And duplicate finder. So basically all of these things searched it. And it collected and uploaded a small snapshot of the browser history on a one-time basis covering the 24-hour prior to installation. This was a one-time collection done for security purposes to analyze whether a user had recently visited adware or other threats and thus to improve product and service. The potential collection use of browser history data was explicitly disclosed in the applicable EULAs and data collection accepted by the users for each product installation. Okay, and here is actually their support page, I guess. The browser history data was uploaded to a US-based server hosted by AWS and managed and controlled by Trend Micro. Trend Micro is taking customer concerns seriously and decided to remove the browser history collection capability from its products at issue. So, okay, let me clarify what he just said to you, all right? It is false that we are collecting data. We just collected data that you agreed to collect in the terms and conditions that you probably didn't read. So we collected all this data, but we didn't collect any data, and we only did it for a 24-hour period of time, as outlined in the two things that you agreed to that you never read. And we took this information. It was a one-time thing for security and to better our service. But we still collected your data. It was disclosed. We collected your data. Update. September 10th. Update. We apologize to our community for concerns they might have felt and reassure that all their data is safe and at no point was compromised. We have taken action and have 3 updates to share with all of you. First, we have completed the removal of browser collection features across our consumer products in question. Second, we've permanently dumped all legacy logs, which are stored on US-based AWS servers. This includes a one-time 24-hour log of browser data held for 3 months and permitted by users upon install that they never read. And third, we believe we identified a core issue which is humbly the result of the use of the common code libraries. We have learned that browser collection functionality was designed in common across a few applications, and then we deployed the same for both security oriented. We confirm the situation is contained. You know what this sounds like to me? Sounds like this to me.
We are deeply sorry. We're sorry. We're sorry.
Okay, I mean, really, that's what this feels like to me. We're sorry, man. We're sorry. We're sorry. Ooh, we're sorry, but you agreed to it. It was in our EULA. Guys, take-home message here. Read your EULAs. Read your EULAs, okay? because it is very important. True, they collected data and they disclosed it. But a security company collecting data and storing it for 3 months in a log is not exactly it. But again, I mean, this is only 50% their issue. This is the rest of ours, guys. Come on. Come on. Read the EULAs, and let's get serious. This is going to be kind of the topic what I'm going to talk about tomorrow morning, probably about 12:30 or so Eastern time tomorrow morning. I'm going to do a live stream. We're going to talk about phones and some of the status of modern smartphones and things. That's something to keep in mind. Just make sure that you're reading these things, and I mean, I don't know. All right. Updates in Microsoft stuff. There's a couple of Microsoft updates here. One of these, I think we're doing one of them. Are we doing them both here? Yeah, I think we're doing one here and one in the business. So this is the new Storage Sense, which is a feature that is, it's either been added or updated in the latest version of Windows 10 that was Gestapo style forced upon everybody running Windows. And I'm sure, yeah, that's a little goofy. Yeah, you'll have the option to install it, you know, when, at what point in time. But when you get this, you have this new Storage Sense. Basically what this is, now remember that OneDrive keeps on trying to aggressively take everything over? Microsoft is trying in sometimes sneaky ways to just make sure that everything in your computer is automatically synced to their stuff, because they want a copy of everything you have. And if it's on their server, guess what? It now belongs to them, and they can give it to the government. They can do all sorts of other things. So best practice is to make sure you're not doing any of this stuff. But the latest thing has Storage Sense, which basically utilizes an AI feature to look at the stuff that you're using on your computer. And eventually, if it says, oh, you haven't accessed this file in a few days, we're just going to delete it from your local computer. You can grab it from the cloud anytime you want, but we're just going to delete it from the local computer. Our AI has determined you don't access this file a lot, so to free up space, we're just going to go ahead and delete the thing. So make sure if you have updated to the absolute latest, go into your settings, go to your storage, turn off Storage Sense so that it doesn't automatically delete your files for you. Oh, don't worry, they're safe in the cloud. They're safe in the cloud, man, because they want everything you have to be stored in their cloud. This is the first thing that made me start looking for alternatives to Windows. Once they started absolutely forcing this OneDrive crap on my own computer that I didn't want, and I won't use it, and I wanted to get rid of the thing, like uninstall, nope, can't uninstall. That's the time that I was like, all right, Microsoft is getting crazy. It's about time to abandon ship here. All right, so make sure if you are updated to the latest Windows that, yeah, Storage Sense is probably disabled. All right, this is exciting. Talking about privacy, Instagram will now send a pop-up about opioid addiction if you search certain hashtags, because Instagram and the Facebook companies got your back, yo. We're watching you. We're seeing what you're doing. We're going to help you. There's similar things on Facebook. So anyway, basically, if you search up certain hashtags, why would you search a hashtag? Oh, I need some drugs. Yeah, I should get on Instagram and try this out. Oh, I need to find me some drugs in town. And it'll pop up. Ooh, can we help? If you or some you know is struggling with opioid or substance misuse, find ways to get free and confidential treatment referrals as far as information. Don't worry, we'll be right behind you, making sure you don't lose anything. And we'll log this into your account permanently so that we can always pin you as a possible suspected drug opiate addict. Way to go, Instagram. Way to go. So yeah, so it says people using Instagram's platform's hashtags to find addiction support in communities as well as illegal, like, who uses these things to find illegal drugs? Is this a thing? Is this a thing? I mean, I must not be woke enough. So in response, the company's rolling out a pop-up today that will provide users with drug addiction resources if they search certain hashtags like opioid. User can then opt to get support resources that Instagram developed with the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration, so they can grab this information and make sure that you are definitely opted out of the ability to actually get a firearm. Oh, this guy looked up opiate addictions. Let's make sure that he's on this registry of people that, I don't know. They're trying to do stuff like this. The National Council of Alcoholism and Drug Dependence and the Partnership for Drug-Free Kids. You know, like all Dare does is encourages people to use them. Funniest thing the other day, I was watching some of the greatest blooper type things on like police and dumb criminals, and one guy's picked up for drug abuse. He's wearing a Dare shirt. Like, yep, worked for him. All right, there will also be advice for family and friends of people with substance abuse problems, because I need to go to Instagram to get help with the drug addiction, man. Instagram says that while many people use drug-related hashtags to find support communities, others misuse them to sell drugs. In some cases, Instagram has blocked or limited these hashtags, but prevents helpful support communities from forming, the company says. There are already similar resources built into Facebook. If a user searches certain drug-related topics like buy Xanax, they'll get a substance support box similar to Instagram's. A company also blocks certain searches to prevent drug dealers from reaching people. Like, who markets on Facebook? I mean, I know the world's stupidest criminals. To add a serious matter to this, though, if you're dealing with this kind of stuff, yeah, the first line of help is to find somebody that you like and trust in this world and tell them about your problem. That's actually the first step to getting out of any addiction. By the way, go tell somebody about it. It doesn't need to be Instagram. Oh, boy. AT&T and Verizon, this is actually a consortium of all of the major carriers, AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile, and Sprint. They want to manage all of your identity across all websites and apps. Because apparently Google is not big enough overlord for us, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, AT&T and Verizon, they want to manage all of your identity. They have Project Verify would use your phone as an authentication device, which is the stupidest thing in the world, people. This is the stupidest thing in the world, all right? People, realize this. With everything we're doing with our phones, we're putting SMS, we're putting everything on there. We're putting our fingerprints, our facial scans. We're putting everything on our devices, all of it. We're giving these guys carte blanche access. And it's become excessively simple to do a simple social engineering hack and steal somebody's phone. Now they have access to everything. Our phones have become the weakest point on the link in the chain of security and privacy in our lives. That is why I do not do anything important on my phone. I use it for communication. I don't use it to log in anything. I don't use it to verify anything. I don't use it for SMS notifications. I don't use it for two-factor authentication because it is a major, 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 major security risk. Do not use your phone for any of those types of things. And certainly don't give these crazy overlords this type of access. For the love. All the 4 U.S. mobile carriers have unveiled a system that would let them manage your logins across any third-party website or app that hooks into it. Oh, Lord, this is scary. Works similar to other multi-factor authentication systems by letting users approve or deny login requests from other websites and apps, reducing the number of times they must enter their passwords. No more passwords. No more passwords. My face scan, my eye, my fingerprint, let me in. Guys, use passwords. They're changeable. This stuff is going to leak, and your smartphone is the weakest link in security right now. Stop using it for security stuff. Here's their website, Project Verify, greater security, higher confidence, more hack potential. Despite the rise of online fraud and data breaches, consumers and businesses still rely on easily forgotten and weak usernames and passwords. This is not a solution. It's time for a comprehensive solution that reduces friction, combats fraud, and builds trust. Yeah, because we all trust our mobile carriers, and our devices are perfectly secure devices. The Mobile Authentication Task Force is building that solution now. Project Verify solution will change identity management and security, replacing passwords with more secure device-based multi-factor authentication. Customers will be in the driver's seat, choosing what information they share. They simply log in with their mobile device, and Project Verify does the rest. It doesn't sound like they're choosing anything, for the love of God. Long before this is forced on you. Ooh, let's see what it can do for you. I didn't watch this one.
The modern mobile user averages 92 passwords. That's a lot to keep up with. And a lot of different organizations that the user has to trust with their security. After all, 81% of data breaches are due to weak or stolen passwords. Passwords are a growing issue, but one that can be solved today with Project Verify. The Project Verify solution is a multi-factor mobile identity technology that puts your customers in complete control of their online identity and gives them the peace of mind they're looking for at login. Using Project Verify is simple. The Project Verify app can be preloaded or downloaded to the user's mobile device. And then, when they face a login screen on their favorite sites and apps, they select the Verify option. That's it. Project Verify does the rest. It's also more secure. Project Verify relies on a multi-factor profile based around the user's personal mobile device.
All right, so the phone number, well, that's easy to access. IP address, easy to access. SIM card details, easy to steal. Phone account type, easy to access. Account tenure, I don't know. See, this is weak. This is very weak. That's kind of part of the problem with this. So registration, login, and by the way, once we unify everything in one location, now this becomes a huge, huge target to be hacked. And it will be hacked. Unless you're using the eLive operating system. Viruses and malicious stuff can't exist over there. But anyway. Yeah, that's kind of frightening stuff. So here's the About Us. All 4 of the mobile carriers. And then Contact Us. Oh boy, anything else specific you want to discuss with us? You are scary. But I'm not giving it my email address, confirming that, the phone number, the company name. Why is company name required? That's not exactly, I don't know. I don't know. Well, anyway, that's exciting. That's exciting. This is also exciting. Google, they were tinkering around under the hood of the Android devices and accidentally rolled out something that changed settings on everybody's devices running Pi. But it says Pixel here. It was actually any device that was running Android Pi. All of a sudden, the battery saver ticked itself on randomly on everybody's phone. Maybe it wasn't everybody. It was certainly a large number of phones and devices. And this is frightening because think of this. This is an accidental thing. How easy it is for somebody on purpose to target everybody, to run a kill switch. I mean, not Jeff Bezos, Steve Jobs said almost a decade ago, actually over a decade ago, 2005, that Apple has a kill switch for any given app. If there's any given app they want to shut down there on any device on running an iPhone, they can hit a toggle switch and do it. I mean, they did the same thing when they simply added U2's stupid music album onto everybody's device. I tell you what, that was the stupidest PR stunt ever. It was the #1 deleted album in United States history, probably world history, when they just like, oh, everyone likes free music. Oh! And then they just added it on. Same thing. They can kill any app instantly. They can toggle any setting instantly. And that's something they added in, I think it was iOS 10 or iOS 11, that if your location service is turned off, you can turn on your location services on your device remotely. That's frightening. Google can do the same thing. They can do anything they want. Gotta be careful if you're having a device that's running Android with all these Google connectors. I'm not sure if this would trigger if you were running something like Lineage or whatever else. I don't know. But basically they toggle a switch and whoops, I got to replay my sorry video again. There's like, oh, nope, sorry. It was just an accidental thing. It accidentally got rolled out to everybody. I kind of want there to be a little bit more barrier between Google and everything else. That would be fun. And then this is an interesting case here. So this was a European thing. So bulk interception by GCHQ and NSA violated human rights, according to a European court. So this is basically these two organizations, probably all five of the countries in the Five Eyes, basically just scooping up every bit of data behind them. What this court case was about is they wanted to say, no, it only became a privacy violation if we accessed the data, if a human being accessed the data. The European court came back and said, no, it's actually the point of data collection. So as it stands right now, there's no real penalty being pushed, but at least it's in the European court system as precedent that any of these big companies that simply scoop up this data, any scooping up of data really is basically seen now as a violation of privacy, which will probably be used against them when Brexit's all finalized and all that kind of stuff, as we align ourselves. Like, we are literally even lining the party systems with 1984 too, aren't we? I don't know. Where's Oceania going to launch? When's Oceania going to launch? But that was kind of exciting. Yeah. Well, that concludes our privacy section of the news. Let's go ahead and see where we're at in our comments here. All right, pizza does okay. Let's see. Wasn't on fire. Probably a teenage mood swing on a. I want on fire. Probably a teenage mood swing on streaming about Snap packages. I'm using Ubuntu 18.04 and it defaults to Snaps on the Software Center, so I installed Snap of OBS and it ruined it. Yeah. I hate, like, I brought my friend's computer over here where he's starting in on doing some video editing stuff. And so we started walking through the steps in Kdenlive, and the Flatpak for Kdenlive, it will not save files. It will, anywhere I attempted to save files, instead of the save file dialog to save a file as, it wants to open the file instead and ends up saving some not complete sort of saved copy in some obscure place that we couldn't access. It was weird. So I actually had to uninstall the Flatpak and then add the repo to Kdenlive stable, and then we reinstalled Kdenlive from there, and we were up and going again. But man, these snaps and these Flatpaks, they're pushing it all on us, and they suck. Snaps and Flatpaks and app images, they need to go away. I understand there's some place for validity of them, but for the most part, I find more problems with them than I find good with them. I mean, what are we doing? Trying to convert Linux into a smartphone operating system? We don't need this. We don't need it. Latest release of Shortlinks on my old Dell. It came with Windows XP. Works great. Very cool. Little Caesars does have Crazy Bad. Very cool. Very cool. Hello, Mugen. Greetings. Remember the pizza noid. Avoid the noid. Pizza's too young to remember the noid. Oh, boy. Noid and 7-Up dots. Yeah. Fun trivia. The guy that does the 7-Up dots plays Jason Whittaker on Adventures in Odyssey. I think it's Jason Whittaker. It's one of the guys on Adventures in Odyssey. Can I talk a bit faster? Yes, I can talk much faster. I mean, I can really talk really fast if you want to. But what's up, though, Clav Joe? Greetings. Chillin'. Happy Linux News Day. DT and you are the ones who called me what you did. Get off your high horse. I had an honest question for you and decided to ignore. I did nothing to hurt you. What was your question, Mugen? I have no idea. Let me know what your question is. I'll see what I can do. Okay. So true. My wife signed up for several of the coupon sites. After her death, I went through all the files she had bookmarked, so I had thoroughly removed them all. Okay. Email if you wish. Right. Antivirus companies are very sketchy at best. I agree. I'm thinking about doing a giveaway for Zorin Premium. Cool. Sorry, man. I'll try and slow down. All right. Hello, Babbler49. Greetings. Tom's close to spontaneously combusting. Wasn't Proton Mail. It was Google, and it was for me at this account. Get a grip. I wanted to discuss something with you. Thought I was joking. All right. Status of modern smartphones. Terrible. Done. Agreed. What's plan B after you've read EULA and you're stuck with software you don't want to use because of the agreements? Don't use it. This is that great thing. Like I said, check out that video from TechLore, and I wish I could remember the name of it. I'll see if I can find it. But as your security and privacy goes up, your convenience goes down. We have been pushed into a easy breezy society, instant gratification, everything instantaneously, perfectly done. You don't need an app to survive. Okay, when I changed my bank accounts, the bank I went with was like, oh, to access your online banking, which I had to do, you need to get in your phone number. I said, no, I'm not giving you my phone number. It was required. I told the banker, you either remove the requirement for me to give my phone number to you in your online two-factor authentication crap, or you close my account because I'm not giving you my phone number. They chose to get rid of the phone number requirement. All right. You need to stand firm, even if it makes you feel at times like a jerk, because that's what they want you to feel. They want you to feel like if you go to a barber shop, like, what's your name? What's your email address? What's your phone number? You don't need that stuff. All you're doing is running stuff through my hair, okay? You don't need all that information. Oh, but it's to send you coupons. I don't want coupons. I cut my hair when I need to cut my hair. I don't cut my hair because you sent me a coupon. And if I need to save $2 on my latest haircut, I should rethink my life. Okay? Really. I'm not giving that information up. What's the plan B? Okay, let's see here. Google is not secure. Email at me at Proton. That's why I decided not to. Okay. Don't access Windows a lot, so should it delete itself automatically? I don't know. The smoke of the torment will rise forever and ever. There will be no rest or day or night for those who worship the beast or the image, for anyone who receives the mark of the beast. Yeah, I agree. Talking about secure. Okay, well, all right. Let's... Chat got disconnected. No! Greetings. I think it's for relatives, especially elderly relatives, I suppose. I left it Instagram because drug dealers kept hitting me up. Really? This is a thing? Boy, criminals are getting stupid. Need to break your computer addiction? All right. Probably. Fire. Fire. Get the marshmallows. He's flipping. Hello, Neil McNeil. Greetings. 100, Tom. All right, cool. The endgame makeup Westlake, the Westlake, China's Republic of China. Goat voice is priceless. Yes. All right. Honestly, I don't really use this account for mail. Nothing important anyways. Like I changed his account name. Evil step twin email me to Mugen. All right. We have a safe chat if you wish. Easy to find me. I'm a mod for Pizza's Discord. All right, Tom. I thought I was Devil Incarnate. No, you're not. All right. Anyone who believes mobile phones are secure is an idiot. Yep. How's that secure? It's not. Project Verify because you're too stupid. I can verify you're stupid. All right. I'll make the Discord account in the next few days and catch up with you. All right. Should I forward Gmail to Proton Mail? If you want to. Battery saver turned on at 99%. Yep. Irony is most jobs today require an e-verify account. You know, I'm looking at this all that kind of stuff. It's like I look back over. I've been a freelancer, completely freelancer for 10 years. All right, I think it's like 8 years, maybe 8 or 9 years, and. Every day I'm feeling better and better about that decision. Sure, it's hard at times, but you know there's a charter school in my town here. They were kind of like misproportioning funds. They received funds from the school district In our state, the school district will give funds to charter schools, and anybody in the community is allowed to send their kid to a charter school instead of to the school district, and it will be paid for by the state. Which is a good deal for people who don't really care for, the big school districts, or can't really homeschool but want to do something out of the normal school districts or special needs things. Well, what this school did is they took funds that were specifically earmarked for special needs kids and they put it into the general fund. The school district found out and just axed their contract. All of the teachers of the school district are out of a job. They found out with 1 week's notice in the middle of the summer, and of course there's no way to find a job at that point in time. So now all of these teachers, they have to go a year or so without teaching, and that's going to make it way harder for them to get a job. I talked to a lot of my friends and family who are having these standard jobs, and they're all frustrated. I bump into my friends and families that people have jobs and they're exhausted, and they're like, and they're like, they're dragging everywhere. It's like, wow, this is what a job does to you? Crazy. And it's like, I don't know. I don't know. The biggest thing that bothers me right now, I think, is that you have to get a drug test to go in to work for a minimum wage at some job, and I don't need a drug test to get state funds from the government. No. The people busting their hiney with their taxes, they shouldn't be treated harsher than people who are just taking handouts. I don't know. I think we'll jump off that topic for now. I don't know. Read EULAs more if they were a little shorter than War and Peace. Yeah, probably. What I found works nicely is look for a series of keywords, binding arbitration, etc., and search for them. See what you can do. Password is a Rube Goldberg. That's also a slot machine crank involved. There you go. Using Gmail altogether. Free proton mail is okay. Paid proton mail better. Paid services are held to legalities. Yeah. Tell me I will be the next Steve Jobs, but I do not want to be. He lied about having cancer so the stock wouldn't go down. He sued the Gizmodo guy over that list iPhone prototype. Yeah. Oh, that lost. Yeah. Well, learn to have his work ethic without being unethical. You got to keep ethics, You do not have to have Gmail for YouTube. You do not have to attach a Gmail account to a Google account. You do not have to. I have multiple Google accounts for different businesses, and none of them have a Gmail account on them. April 1st, I'll make a distro that can only install snaps and Flatpak. Why? Oceana is already out there. Got to be rich to be involved, though. Yeah. Also, Snap for OBS picks up my mic twice, so I sound like a robot. Yep. Too many problems with those things. Want to avoid snaps, Flatpaks, use Arch-based systems. As long as the AUR stands, snaps are not needed. Yep. Alright, last Wednesday I calibrated my birthday with my dad. We went to the baseball game and I got served nachos and a baseball helmet. They were good but missing guac. Alright. I don't think I've seen bluer eyes. Just noticed, yes. Part of it might be my color filter, but... Okay, I have an old Dell Inspiron with Ubuntu Studio, but the screen is cracked. Screens on laptops, old Dell Inspiron, laptop screen replacement takes about 15 minutes, and they usually cost about $60. I have a video about how to fix screens on my channel somewhere. When I collect our data, it should only be the free edition. When you get paid a version, they should stop. Yep. Cat has been sleeping on my bed. Yep. Funny enough, I've never had had Antergos break. Here, Antergos is not as great as Manjaro's. Yeah, I don't know. Alright. Got my first real job. It was on a handshake. and well about an hour on a few pieces of equipment proving my skills. Yep. Hello, Daniel. Yes, a job does that, and they tell you that that's why it's called work. I don't know. I mean, I'll stop. Like, I think I stopped working last night at like 3:30. It's like, okay, it's just time to go to bed. And I didn't feel exhausted. I mean, I was tired, but didn't feel exhausted, you know. Wish school was 10:45 to 5:45 instead. I have to get up super early. It makes me exhausted. Yeah, well, I mean, just need to shift your patterns. I said April 1st. Yeah, I know. School starts at 7:30. Yeah, they changed the school district out here to be much the same, later to later, and it's annoying. It's like kids have after school jobs, and they have zero time. Like, by the time you get on the bus and get home, you got to turn right around and go to work. They used to have at least have an hour or so, you know. It's my favorite Free Software Foundation approved distro, if any. I really haven't looked into the Free Software Foundation distros, so I can't tell you much about that. All right, let's jump on over to our number 2 section. We are talking about Megalomaniacs. I found 2 Megalomaniac videos to cut, or articles for this week. So you remember that when Jeff Bezos crossed over to be the richest guy in the world, he's like, I'm going to be the richest guy. I'm now the richest guy. And he sends out this arrogant tweet. What should I spend my billions on? And people are like, yo, homie, why don't you pay your employees a livable wage? There's something you can send your, you know, you spend your billions on. Well, he decided that he's going to have 2 social programs. He's going to create a school where the child is the customer. I'm scared now. Full disclosure, I do use Amazon. I use Amazon because I'm an author, and outside of buying my books directly from me, Amazon gives me the absolute best commission for selling my books. I mean, really. That's why I use them. And so just be aware of that. But at the same time, yeah, there's a lot of things in the Amazon company, and with Bezos particularly, I disagree with. So a year after asking for suggestions on philanthropy, he should just be paying his employees better. Amazon founder Jeff Bezos is unveiling his first projects. The highlight will be a creation of a network for nonprofit preschools that are built in low-income communities and accept students at no charge. All right, so let me get this straight, Jeff. You're going to underpay your workers, so they have to rely on government food stamps and assistance that us taxpayers pay for, and they'll be in low-income areas, and so you'll put up schools and accept their students at no cost, despite public school accepts students at no cost. He also, however, intends to fund existing nonprofits that help the homeless families by providing access of food and housing and food. Good. So you are going to fund programs to help your employees eat and have houses. Congratulations, you megalomaniac. Both initiatives will be overseen by something he's called the Bezos Day One Fund, because, you know, which he's committing $2 billion towards. Oh, I hope that 2% of his income, is it 2? No, that's 0.2% of his income, isn't it? Help me out, people. Is that 2% of his income or 0.2? I think that's 0.2% of his income. He is taking 0.2% of his income to fund this stuff. Guys, if he took the same exact money and divided it evenly among his employees, every one of them would have a $10,000 bonus this year. And he would still have $96 billion left. I'm not a socialist, but at what point in time do we say you're collecting a little bit too much money here and your employers are making a little bit too little money and it's hurting our economy? And so socialists like Bernie have to come out with the Stop Bezos Act proposal so we can tax more companies and redistribute the wealth, which I am generally not in favor of redistributing wealth, people. I'm in favor of busting it and working, but I'm also in favor of having enough integrity to look everything over and going, well, I am making 100 gazillion times more than my employees. Maybe it's time I give a little back to my company. Each of the initiatives will have a specific group behind it. Day One Families Fund and Day One Academies Fund. The Family Fund will issue grants on a yearly basis to organizations doing needle-moving work. I guess he's cleaning up the streets in San Francisco. They're moving needles, that's for sure. The Academies Fund will be in charge of launching and operating a network of schools entirely on its own. Bezos says they'll be high-quality, Montessori-inspired schools that offer full scholarships seemingly to all students. Bezos says he wants to directly control... Okay, this is where we get really, 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 really scary, folks. Bezos says he wants to directly control the school's operation so they can be run like Amazon and adopt Amazon's principles. Watch some of the videos of ex-Amazon employees. This is not a good thing. Most important among those will be genuine, intense customer obsession, he writes. The child will be the customer. The initiative was announced in a note posted on Twitter. In the note, Bezos didn't say how far along any of this was, or either initiative would get started. One day is supposed to be a phrase about staying in a startup mindset, but it also seems like it literally may be day one for these ventures. I'm pretty sure Jeff Bezos just said, sell your children to us. Sell your children to us. Sell your children to us. They are the customer. They are the customer. Intense customer obsession? That's what the... Never mind. I'm not going to go there. Wow. Okay, now, who's worse? Jeff Bezos or Megalomaniac number 2? Nirmal Muley, I don't know if I pronounced that right. He is the CEO of Nostrum Laboratories, who holds the patent for a 60-some-year-old drug that the World Health Organization calls an essential pharmaceutical. He raises the price of the drug 400%. I mean, hey, the guy that raised the HIV drug, he didn't give us a reason. He just jacked up. He was just an idiot. This guy says it's a, quote, moral requirement to raise the drug. A pharma exec has defended his decision to raise the price of an antibiotic mixture to more than $2,000 a bottle, arguing there is a, quote, moral requirement to sell the product at the highest price. Last month, Nostrum Laboratories, a small Missouri-based drug maker, more than quadrupled the price of the bottle of ferritoin from $475 to $2,392. It is an antibiotic used to treat bladder infections that was first marketed in 1953, which appears on the World Health Organization's list of essential medicines. It comes in a tablet form as well as a liquid version that Nostrum makes. In an interview, Muley, the Nostrum chief executive, said he had priced the product according to market dynamics, adding, quote, I think it is a moral requirement to make more money when you can to sell the product for the highest price. Muley said Nostrum was responding to a price rise from Casper Pharma, which makes a branded version of the product known as ferritoin. Casper increased the price of his product by 182% between the end of 2015 and March of 2018, taking a bottle to $2,800, according to the database. Casper did not respond for requests for comment. The point here is the only other choice is the brand at a higher price is still saving regardless of whether one is big or not. Mr. Muley compared his decision to increase the price to an art dealer that sells a painting for $500 million and said he was in the business to make money. He also defended the actions of Kelly, who became the infamous 2015 for his decision to raise the price of the AIDS and cancer drug from $13 a tablet to $750 a tablet. By the way, that guy is now in jail, but it has nothing to do with that. He was fraudulent somewhere else. Actually, that guy there is, if you watch American Greed, which you can watch for free on view.yahoo.com, one of the episodes deals with that guy. I agree with Kelly that when he raised the price of his drug, he was within his rights because he had to reward his shareholders. And that right there, people, is where we got the problem in our country right now. Maybe we need to start requiring moral ethics into our entire concept rather than just say the business has no other obligation but to increase the profits of the shareholders, and the hell with everybody else. The hell with everybody else. For crying out loud, folks, at what point in time can we stop and say, the good of mankind, you guys are making enough money. You're a farm company. This is a 50-year-old drug. There's zero research. The manufacturing is streamlined. It's easy to make. It's easy to sell. It's a requirement according to the World Health Organization. You want to jack it up for the exclusive price of making money. I hope you can burn in hell. Maybe we should take this guy, hang him up in town square, and everybody that has to go bankrupt for this can beat him with a whip for one time every single dollar they had to pay on their stupid pharmaceuticals. That's what I feel about this moron. And maybe it's time we start putting laws into our country so that we can actually get to the point where moral ethics is actually reintroduced back into business so that maybe, just maybe, the people who get sick have a chance of surviving without going through bankruptcy. For the love of God. For the love of God. Can we just take these megalomaniacs and whip them in town square already? Points out that he was able to increase the price dramatically because he is the only company making it. If he's the only one selling it, he can make as much money as he can. This is a capitalist economy. If you can't make money, you can't stay in business. No, this is not a capitalist. Do not call yourself a capitalist because a capitalist has moral integrity, you moron. It's very clear you have none. Holy moly. So, who's our worst megalomaniac? Bezos with his "your children are the consumers," or this fool? Let me know in the comments down below. I hope I didn't wake up the neighbors on that one. Like Manjaro when I tried it, but I kept having random blasts of static through my speakers and headphones, and it was giving me migraines. Oh, wow. Yeah, so I'll have somebody else look into that. I can't stop and look at links right now. Would you be willing to give free Software Foundation distro a try? Sure, why not? Children, customers? Yup. Children are not your future slaves. If you have a Prime, you should send your kid home from school for next day delivery. There's a reason I have lost faith in our government. What a sacrifice. Good job, Bezos. Not free card boxes from Amazon to live in. I may not like Sanders' politics, but at least he talks about this stuff. Yeah. How can a script note be called a currency? Amazon's principles? They really have some? Pay me in metals. Gold or silver will do. Anything else is a promise. If children are the customer, their data is the product. This might be the most woke show yet. So he can indoctrinate these kids? Bezos just wants to pump out more screen-addicted, brain-dead kids. Probably. Eating pizza right now. Pizza, pizza. I've been awake since the late 1980s. It happened 4 years ago. Guess what? Medics started to give it them for free. 50 watching, 16 thumbs up. Yeah, I got 47 on right now. Oh, 50 on right now. All right. There needs to be a price cap on medications and health treatments. People's lives are on the line. Yep. Sounds like greed is in. Get rid of Wall Street. Take care of Main Street. There you go. Love of God. Those lab mafias must suffer some economic casualties. Doctors already resist them now. There needs to be some sort of legal intervention in the drug industry and the health industry in general. Getting a little hot over here. Yes, it is. We are going to do this, and we should kill the corporation of America and go back to the common law of America, 1913 at least. I know a guy who has AIDS, and he is barely surviving, thanks to the guy who raised the AIDS pill. He is a nurse and saves lives every day. Bezos, it's at least straightforward to manufacture a chemical. Good evening, Steve's very own. Hello. Both are equally deployable. So much fire. Maybe we can do a bonfire. Oh, my AOL account is being deleted. The pharmaceutical fool is worse. Yeah, at least Amazon gives back to people. I mean, they give lower prices rather than higher prices, and affiliate accounts, and I mean, I get some money from Amazon every month. It's not a lot, but it's a little bit. I'm going to write a like bot that makes my YouTube channel automatically like videos. Cool. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. I guess we're on to business next. Let's see. I wish I had a water bottle up here. It is getting hot in here, and I think my water bottle's empty, and I forgot to fill it. Ugh. I don't have a water bottle over here. Should I get a water bottle? I'd give you the kitty cam, but I think the kitty cam died. What? I was thinking about getting a water bottle, but let's just jump on over to corporatocracy. All right, on to corporatocracy. So another Amazon story. Full disclosure, once again, I do use an Amazon affiliate account. It's at the top of the screen if you like Amazon. It's also in the link below. All right, but Amazon is stuffing its search results with ads. So basically what happens now is whenever you go onto Amazon and you buy something or you search for something, the first thing you're going to get is their paid ads. The second line of stuff you're going to get is Amazon's cheap generic made with children's slave labor and third world country stuff. And then finally, you'll get to relevant stuff to what you looked for. So it will possibly be now page 2 before you find anything before you find anything that is actually relevant to what you searched for. So this is, as I talked about last week, one of my clients, Amazon is completely killing her clothing business. She is American-made, designed, manufactured, made, and sold in United States clothing. And she's just losing so much money because Amazon launched a line of clothing that competes with her clothing. And that's it, you know, that's it. Once that had occurred, there was nothing else to it, you know. So this is what Amazon's up to these days. They're just kind of filling it with all paid stuff first, and then the Amazon brands next, and then the organic search could possibly be on the very next page, which is scary. It just means that it's either Amazon's going to make it or the paid people are going to make it, and that's it. And it's getting scary. Getting scary indeed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I thought I was missing an article, but apparently I'm not. All right, this is an interesting article here. Of course, we saw this with the hurricane last year. With the hurricane coming in this year, and pray for anybody who is in the middle of the hurricane's path. Tesla, they're raising more battery capacity and giving free supercharging to owners in the path. So, in other words, Tesla has the ability to give a much higher battery capacity, which is probably better for the battery, the car, and the environment, and supercharging, which is probably, I don't know if that's better or not. Generally, a slower charge battery generally lasts longer than a fast charge one. But the mere fact that they just have the ability to turn on or turn these off, and these are extra features, kind of tells me that, you know, Elon Musk is not really a man that's just out here for the betterment of mankind. He's not. If he was, man, this all stuff would be included in Teslas. The things are already expensive anyway. I just want to point that out again, pointed out last year that they have the ability. I mean, these things have a lot more battery capacity with nothing other than software. Software. Toggle button on software. You guys have more battery capacity now because we toggle the button in our software. This is slimy. This is why I just don't like Tesla as a company. At what point in time are we losing out? I mean, how much of these batteries are simply being wasted because people aren't paying an extra monthly subscription fee for more battery use? That's crazy. It's crazy. This is a big, highly requested story. Windows 10, the latest Windows 10 update now triggers another code that, now, of course, if you already had Windows, you wouldn't see this, but if you are attempting to run an installer for either Firefox or Chrome, anytime you're trying to run an installer for another browser, it pops up, hey, you already have Microsoft Edge, the safer and faster web browser. Yay! You can open Edge or install anyway. This is slimy. Hey, Microsoft, get this through your ugly heads. People don't like Edge. All right? That's why we use Chrome and Firefox. But anyway, if you already have Windows and you update to the latest, you should not see this unless you go to reinstall it or something. But yeah, anytime you're now attempting to install this on a new Windows computer, you're going to get the annoying pop-up to use Edge instead. Because yeah, Edge tracks all that data and sends it all to Microsoft. But you know, Chrome, yeah, of course, Chrome sends it all to Google. Firefox, I don't know what Firefox is doing with data. I'm not sure if Firefox knows what Firefox is doing right now, but I don't like the direction it's going either. But it's still better than the other options. So, oh boy, just keep that in mind. That's exciting. And then this one here is kind of a warning thing. Nintendo Switch rolls out this new cloud option here. You cannot save your data locally at all. All saved data is on the cloud. And the moment you don't pay your cloud, you lose all your data. Something to keep in mind. It's not in their marketing, but you got to read their FAQs. You got to read their terms and conditions. But basically, it's a $20 per year subscription. So it's not a lot, but I'm still not really interested in paying $20 a year for some service like that. I'm just not into that. I'm not sure that's the greatest option. So just keep this in mind. This is why I don't play video games. I don't want to get into playing a video game and then really like it. And then it's like, oh, but then I have to keep paying them for the rest of my life. I don't want to. No, I don't want to. And that's the direction this is going. It's just a cloud streaming service, but it's especially aggressive, like Xbox, PlayStation, anything that's on the cloud. You cancel your subscriptions, it stays up there for at least 6 months. So you can get back in there. You know, if things are tight, you can shut it down for a little bit. Nintendo, nope, you cancel, you're done. You're done, out. So keep that in mind. This is not good. And it just goes back to Nintendo is a slimy company. I am saddened by how slimy of a company is. It's one of the companies you can't play their games. You can't stream their games online without a special deal with them first. It's problematic. It really is problematic. It's kind of scary. All right. Wish Toss was streaming tonight. Did it come here late? No comments about the news of crazy EU copyright rules. No, so many people have been talking about that, and I'm not in the EU. It's important, but there's so many things about it. Yeah, the EU Article 11 and 13 passed the preliminary round, and that's kind of scary. Yes, but Bezos doesn't get a tax write-off by paying his employees. Yeah, he does. He doesn't personally get a tax write-off, but the company does. This is true, but you know what? If he just brings less money home from the office, it's the same exact thing. Okay, this is how tax write-offs work. A tax write-off is as if you did not make that income. If you really want to do good, let the corporation pay the employees better. You bring home less income, you pay less taxes. It's shocking. Taxes are not all that complicated. I mean, the tax law makes it complicated, but the basics is not all that complicated. Like you to watch the DEF CON video about God mode. I know you're busy. Maybe one day when you're bored. Shoot it to me on a message sometime with a link, and I'll watch it as I'm getting other work done. I don't have a problem with that, but I won't remember to look into it right now. All right. Give my voice to some ads and still block them. Okay. You start throwing up scripts, those are blocked too. Amazon is no different than Walmart, killing mom and pop stores that have established relationship with the community. I agree. Lived in the middle of nowhere, so I shopped through catalogs and snail mail. There you go. Mom always called them wish books. Yep, I wish I could get that. I wish I could get that. I'm sure it's detrimental to the batteries to charge them that way. Probably is. Usually a slower charge is better for the battery. Spear. Oh, sorry, wrong edge. I have degrees in philosophy and theology, and I'm pretty sure that not a moral requirement. He meant moral degradation. Yeah. For the love of money is the root of all sorts of evil. Oh, it does come up already. Yeah, somebody with new Windows. See if it does the same thing if you try and install Brave. That'd be interesting to find out. Edge is Internet Explorer. It's actually not Internet Explorer. Internet Explorer is still there. It is still there. And there still has to be there because government contracts and things use it. Trying to force people to use Edge makes them hate it more. Yep. Work at a big international company and we have Internet Explorer and McAfee. It makes me facepalm. Yep. Seems Microsoft hasn't learned much from the last civil court, Netscape versus Microsoft. Oh, no. The thing is that the anti-competitive stuff is doable now. You can do that now and not have any penalty here. They might have a small penalty over in the EU, but no, it's the same thing. It's the same exact thing, but it's not prosecuted anymore. Nobody cares in the government because Microsoft gives them some money. Showing Bing ads for Edge when searching for Firefox wasn't sad enough. Yep. Greetings and salutations, Skybear. Hello. Hello, Skybear. How are you? People will read your TOS and licenses. Yes. I was always suspicious on Mario. He was always collecting coins like crazy. Not only that, but eating mushrooms. Those are all weird things. Hello, CyberPython. Greetings. You don't have to online switch, though. They've changed so many rules with Gmail and YouTube since I created this account more than a decade ago. What's wrong with Brave? I think Brave is disingenuous as a company. They're not a privacy browser. They are an ad upset browser. That's their purpose. And I think that they're completely disingenuous. If you look at when their founding is, and the first day that they founded the company, they raised, I think, $115 million because their entire targeted purpose was to upset the ad industry. They're just waiting for their moment. Seriously looking at moving to the decentralized web. Greed is in. Yep, greed is in. All right, we have 2 articles on security. Let's wrap those up. Can anybody confirm is TOS streaming today? TOS is on. Let me know, and if a mod can shoot a link in there, that'd be awesome. And we'll maybe go raid his stream because I should be done here in about, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes or less or so. I don't know. All right. So anyway, on to the security news. I'm not sure, like this is more of a proof of concept, but hackers can steal your Tesla Model S in seconds by simply cloning the key fob. So apparently there's pins on the car, so you can install a pin as well, which is probably the better way to secure the thing. Basically, it costs $600 for the device you need to do. Then you can clone the key fob, get into the Tesla, and then be picked up shortly thereafter because every Tesla has a GPS tracker. So I don't know. I mean, makes it easier to rob the car if they have, go through their car. It's a Tesla. They might have cool phones and maybe cash in the car. I don't know. You can get in there and rob it, but I'm not sure I'd want to drive off with a Tesla because they are all GPS enabled, and we already know what they can do. I mean, we already know they can mess with the battery. So at what point in time they're like, it's a goner, just blow the thing up. We'll give the customer another one. Self-combusting Teslas when people steal them. It's like, this message will self-destruct. So just proof of concept, kind of funny, but don't try and steal a Tesla. You won't make it too far, and they'll probably cause the car to self-destruct. All right, British Airways had a credit card skimming code injected. So if you shop at British Airways, the mobile apps, particularly if you use the web or the mobile app, you might want to just double check your purchases, check your card history, and maybe alert the bank of potential fraud. Basically, there was some code injected into it and basically caused some skimming. So, happened. Bummer. Sucks. All right. That's all I have to say about that. All right. Nintendo's now charging for online play now. Yep. Reason why we'll switch to Linux soon. Toss was thinking of doing a private chat for Patreon contributors first. I think that's what he's been doing lately. So, yeah, he might be doing that. Wouldn't be so surprised those hackers somehow connected to Tesla. Tesla's security system, when a thief enters the car, speeds in the nearest fire truck. Yeah, there you go. That's why it keeps on happening. All right, so looks like Toss is on.
I heard.
Yep. Looks like Pizza's over on Toss right now. Okay, I think Elon Musk is still smoking that weed. Any vehicle with an ECM can be tracked and taken over. How much better is WaterFox for privacy than Firefox, though? Really, they've done a lot of the things. They've done a lot of the things that you can do in Firefox for extra privacy. Frankly, it is a lot more private. They've done a lot of things, toggling stuff off. That's it, you know. Okay. Yeah, don't link it here, though, because I won't catch it. He's already like that with or without real metaphorical weed. Yeah, pretty much. Well, it is coming up to the end of the stream. And so that means we have a kitty we're going to feed. So we'll do our final call for comments, then we'll raid Toss's stream. So Frost Ranger, the Frozen Realm, gave us Toss's feed there. But let's go ahead and get the kitty going. Right there, buddy. Put your, don't take all of them. All right. Right there, buddy. And let's do one more for this camera right here. There you go, buddy. Yeah. You're a good buddy, huh? How do I link then? Send it to, if you send it to actually just drop it in a comment on a video is the best way to go, because I'll find it on all the comments and stuff. Also wish WaterFox have a major version update. It's incompatible with newer plugins now. Yeah, it is, unfortunately. It is indeed. All right, guys, we're going to jump off over here. Have a look at Toss's stream. So let's go raid Toss. Whoa, I spelled that wrong. And we're going to jump off here tonight. Tomorrow, about probably, I'm guessing, 12:30 Eastern time. 12:30 Eastern time, then in the morning, like afternoon. We'll do my talk about smartphones tomorrow. In the meantime, go check a look at Toss's stream, and we will catch you guys later.